Here you can see we have the VertiCable C80 temporarily mounted onto the post here using 4 C-clamps. As you look at this, this came racked out of the package, and if you need it to rack to a greater degree than what it's in the package, you may need to loosen some of the tension on the cables. You'll notice that I start with 2 cables on either side. Depending on your dimension you're going to be working with, it may be 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, and that is an acceptable practice. We used a 1x here in the bottom to get the bottom of the rail 1 inch off the nose of the steps. We have equal spacing. We made sure our balusters are parallel, and we have equal spacing here from the post to the first cable. With this apparatus, without using a tape measure, we're going to be able to determine what height to cut our posts off, top and bottom. We're going to be able to determine where to cut the top and the bottom rail. And the Westbury hardware system does not require a miter or angled cut, so we're making straight cuts 3/16 inch off the post wall. And with this, we're also going to be able to mark where the hardware is going to be able to locate it. And with this apparatus, we're able to cut down our section, cut down our posts, and install our hardware and mark everything in its proper position. And that's what we're going to do next. Here's your standard stair rail hardware in a standard stair rail kit. This will work from 30 to 36 degrees. If your rack is anything other than 30 to 36 degrees, use the stair swivel, which will rack from 0 to 42 degrees. So this is your top side hardware on the top rail and the bottom rail. And this is your bottom side hardware on the top rail and the bottom rail. So we're going to install this piece of hardware. And again, we didn't do any measuring. We are just lining up the pocket in the bracket with the bottom of the bottom rail and going to install it. I'm going to change positions here and line it up with the sides of the post. The hardware is the width of the post for easy alignment. We're now ready to mark our rail cut length. Instruction sheets state that you want to cut your rails 3/16 inch shorter than the post wall. And with this system, you do not need to do angle cuts. So once you have a good dimension, there is forgiveness here. Once you have a good eyeball on what the 3/16 is, on the top side of the stairs, you're going to measure 3/16 in from the bottom of the top rail and the bottom of the bottom rail. On the bottom side, you're going to measure 3/16 inch in from the post on the top of the top rail and the top of the bottom rail. As you can see, we have cut our section to length and we have dropped it into our cups, and we're ready to do the side entry screws. These are stainless steel self-tappers. Repeat on the other side. We're going to continue on the bottom rail. We're now ready to put the covers in place. Please note that the top rail covers are different than the bottom rail covers, and the top side of the railing hardware covers are different than the bottom side. So it's pretty easy to see what works. This is just a male-female tension fit. As you can see, that one's not a good fit, and that one is. We're ready to put our flat cap in place. And our last step is to position our two-part snap-together flare. And you would repeat these same steps on the bottom side. Thank you for watching this VertiCable stair installation. Have a great day.